Hey, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. And well, I'm in this amazing little space at the moment because I'm going to give you a bit of an update on our musical, The Green Room, which we are producing and sort of comes out in just a few months, September of 2023, just in case you guys are watching this in the future some point. But yeah, it's a bit of an update on all the things that we are doing for the musical and a little bit of information about the musical. If you are interested in coming to see it, all the instructions will be sort of written down here. But yeah, you can sort of, here we are currently in this room, just down here. Here we go. And yeah, it's grab yourself a coffee or whatever you're in the mood to drink today, and let's get into it.
What the green room can hold. The green room will hold us until we become what the green room can hold. I'm so glad this is.
So we are in this wonderful little space called the Ministry of Dance. It's sort of like several little studios knocking around. And yeah, it's one of our favourite locations that we have discovered during our sort of process. That there's a really nice little zen to it. And yeah, so we're really in advanced rehearsal stages now. I think at time of recording we are now in June 2023, so we've only got a few more months before curtain up at the end of September. And it's been a bumpy road, without a doubt. The cast have really been working hard throughout the process. We've had to have a few changes, which is, not ideal, but we are very, very happy to sort of like have the people on board. So we have the wonderful David and the sensational Aaron joining us as well. David's been with the cast for a few months now, but he's sort of squeezing us in with other work that he's doing. And Aaron is reasonably new, hasn't quite joined us yet. Next week, he's actually coming to sort of for his first rehearsal because he's currently on the job at the moment, and he's literally going to be diving in with all the songs. But he's been working hard. We've spoken to him quite a fair bit, and yeah, so rehearsals are going great at the moment. We're actually currently at the stage where we're doing run-throughs, which is what you could probably hear slightly in the background there. The process has been quite nice. We have been sort of working on the songs, working on the harmonies, and sort of like just a little bit of blocking, and we're now at the process where we're now going through the entire show, tighten things up, and yeah, it's been an absolute joy to watch this wonderful thing sort of like develop and grow. And yeah, we can't wait to show you all these wonderful, wonderful, talented people that we've got on board. So let's go and have a little peek at them again, and we'll talk a little bit more about the show itself and where we are actually going to be performing, because I could probably tell you a little bit more information now than what we did in the last video. So let's go a bit of a sneak.
That's not enough of me. Used to think I was sexy when I speak in French, probably voice Harry.
This is not a conversation with a brother voice real stage you see.
You're just teasing me.
You weren't meant for
Well, then
me.
who was I meant for?
Christian Bell, maybe.
You're not thinking, girl. You overact.
You're too uptight.
You're undersexed.
You're over by the scary little kitten of a dream.
If we meet again. When
So, as you can see, we're taking this all very, very seriously. So, yeah, the Green Room musical. Let me tell you a little bit about that, just in case you are interested or you don't know. It is a 4-person play all about the sort of the relationships and lives of 4 students at a drama school. And you got a brother and sister, you got a couple of couples, and they're sort of intertwining relationships as they go through. And yeah, it's spaced over sort of like a 2-year period, about performing a typical boring, bad college play, which has been written by one of their professors. There's some very, very funny songs, and there are some wonderful, joyous moments, as well as some sort of like heart-wrenching moments as well, about these sort of the relationships that these four characters go through. And we're performing at the Pentland Theatre and also the Comedy Store later this year. But going into next year, we are in fact in two other theatres. One is a guarantee, it's the Cockpit Theatre, which we are so excited to be sort of part of. It's going to be a different type of show because it's going to be in the round. And we are still sort of chatting to another theatre, which is going to be absolutely huge, which means it could be quite big for the company, which is Tatts and Talent, which is owned by myself and my wife, Phoenix. And I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a second. If you are, in fact, interested, that'd be brilliant. But yeah, this is the process that we are doing. It has been an insane journey. Phoenix only had this idea that she wanted to start a theatre company back in Christmas time last year. And then from January, we sat down and she went, right, that's it, I am doing it. And in January, Stephen and Chuck emailed us out the blue, sort of said, listen, I love your theatre company, I love what it stands for. Would you like to be the first company to put on the Greenroom musical in the UK? Actually, outside of the US. It's never been performed outside of the US. It is an award-winning musical over in the US, been going on for about 13 years now. And we have the absolute privilege to do it over here. And we are extremely excited about it. And we really feel that we're going to do it some really, really good justice. The feedback that we've had from both Chuck and Stephen has been very positive. And yeah, so the fact that we had this wonderful show and we thought it was just going to be a small little thing that we are potentially going to perform in some theatre somewhere, but the sort of, it snowballed a little bit. Our company got sort of a bit of a reputation. We started getting emails from different theatres saying like, we like what you stand for, tell us what you're up to. And then obviously the Comedy Store sort of said, listen, we want to book you for a few shows in October and November. And we just couldn't believe it really. So we're still sort of like pinching ourselves, even though it's now 4, 5, 6 months down the line. And it's just gone on from there. Phoenix has put in a lot of hard work to try to get the name out there and try to get our sort of presence out there. And when we speak to a theatre or we speak to a sort of selection of people within the arts, they've heard of us. They've heard of Tatts and Talent, and it's quite flattering because it just goes to show that the hard work that we are putting in is starting to make sense. Even though we are in our very first year, we already seem to have a bit of a name for ourselves. And we are positive that this performance of the Greenroom, which will go into next year, will definitely sort of do us in great stand. Really, it's really exciting. It really is. But let's jump back in and have a bit of another sneak peek and see where they are, and let's crack on.
I see you standing by that bush.
Look at the lights of the
The last in the world needs to hurry, make a profit. Don't try to pop the water, you'll never get your wish. Don't try to pop the water. You're such a mystic, be realistic. You'll never pop that H2O. You'll never pop that H2O. It's not the time for metaphysics. We're really in a jam, but we can still follow the coastline. Come on now, let's take it on the line. Unintended, just don't try to pop it.
So, we're just taking a quick 5-minute break to rest the voices because they are belting it out sensationally, as you can see. And yeah, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about Tatts and Talent in case you don't follow me on the socials and anything like that. So it's a theatre company that started with Phoenix. She just basically wanted a great company where the alternative performers can have a safe space to perform. And it sort of started as a sort of like a theatre company, a group of actors who have colourful hair, tattoos, don't sort of fit the mould of what you would imagine actors to look like. And it has now grown into a production company pretty much. So we have other shows sort of planned for later on in 2024 and other shows planned for 2025. And it has really sort of snowballed to what it started off at the beginning of this year to be just sort of a group of people who want to perform together to a potentially huge opportunity for us and for Phoenix and for the people who we work with, because we are going to try to keep it as in-house as possible and collect a sort of a wonderful portfolio of performers that can sort of come in, perform in our shows, and just sort of create this wonderful sort of like safe space for actors who feel that they don't quite fit the mold. So that's what Tatts and Talent are. That's the ethos behind our company. And if you want any information about Tatts and Talent, like I said in the intro, there will all be sort of like written down there in the sort of the description of this video. So come and have a look at us, have a bit of a read about who we are, what we do, and if you are interested in coming and see the Green Room later on in 2023, then the tickets are available just down there. £25 per person, which is very reasonable for a London show, and yeah, we're quite proud of what Tatts and Talent has developed into from when we started the ball rolling back in December, January of this year to what it is now. Like the fact that we're sitting here in these wonderful rehearsal spaces, talking to these big theatres, and we are about to put on this wonderful show, which could potentially sort of turn us into a sort of another show and another play and another production. And yeah, in 2 to 3 years, hopefully Tatts and Talent will be a name that gets thrown around and people start approaching us by going, is there a show you want to do? We have space in our theatre. Let's talk and discuss contracts. So that is us. So come and check us out. Link down there. Come and have a little look. And yeah, guys, if you've got any questions, quotes, or queries, please hit them up in the comments. Come and find Tatts and Talent over on Instagram, and we'll be happy to answer any questions that you have. And yeah, there's lots happening in the next 12 months from this point. There are, and we want you to be part of it. And Better Media is going to sort of like expand as well, which is going to be lovely. But let's have another little sort of brief look inside the rehearsal space, and then I think we'll end there for the video. But yeah, this is what we're doing. It's so exciting.
The bridge. They write these placed on podcasts, then they stage it just to shut still we cringe. Self-indulgence, a theme no man can find. A motion for the blind, and us in the dust left behind. The destination straight left. Sources.
No sources here at all. The music revolution calls, and I reply.
Notes.
The only ones to see will be when I am me myself and I.
It's a movement on the overtop west, just like our movement west.
Right, I'm going to say goodbye to you here. These guys are doing a great job. If you would like any more information, obviously, Bosch down there. But for the time being, guys, thank you so much for being part of this journey. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you've liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to the channel. But don't forget to come and see these wonderful people at the Green Room, Tatts and Talent. Come along, come and see the show. Till next time, guys, thank you so much. See you in the next video. Bye!
You do what you have to do.
What is it you want now? What is it you need? Can we make you feel it? Can we make this real? This world, this groove, this feeling. Waiting